Thank you, Matthew Joseph Gentile. You just triggered something for me to say. I was having a great back and forth intellectual conversation with my buddy, Matthew Joseph Gentile. I'm gonna relax under this little cozy blanket. We're gonna get juicy. I'm gonna spill the tea. Matthew Joseph Gentile came to Hawaii with me when I was up in the mountains of Maui and planting greens, listening to the Bible all day, and living in a wooden cabin. And Matthew came and he wanted to learn and he wanted to study, and he got put in a tent by the people that we were staying with. And he just dealt with it. He just went out there and meditated and went in the tent. I was like, wow, so humble. So I felt so bad for him. We had to sort of scramble and find him a place to actually stay comfortable because he was getting bitten by mosquitoes. But a very wonderful soul. And you know what? He triggered something for me to say to you. You see, love and information is something that we are in now, which is the information age. Hence, the love now that we accept should be higher than the love that was accepted 10 years ago, or the love that was accepted 20, 30, 40 years ago. For instance, when I was young, my parents didn't know any better. They loved us as kids, but they would whip our ass because they didn't really know how to be therapeutic. They didn't really understand how to study the best way to help a child develop. Now all that information is available to us as parents, so we make sure our kids get like the best of the best, right? The best food, the best caregiving, the best attention, the most cuddles, the most love, the best way to speak to a child. So what I'm trying to say to you is, in this world, that as we spread this information, right? Because I'm 50 years old looking like this. How the heck is that happening? You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't happening 20, 30 years ago. Guarantee you it wasn't, because I still look at the 50-year-olds and be like, y'all are cracked out. All right? Broken. And now, like, some of them were literally dead. And now, you know what I mean? Information, wisdom, self-love, the wisdom of studying what actually works, science, has made it so that at 50, I can look like I'm 30-ish. And the point I'm saying is that love has evolved. You know what I mean? You should not be accepting less than. Like, there's a reason why I left certain businesses, whether it was Hollywood business or certain clubs. It was because there wasn't enough love there. Not just for me, but for the customers, for the people, for the staff, or whatever it is. Like, let's talk about Hollywood just to keep it really above. Like, Hollywood doesn't know how to love its people. It doesn't know how to utilize the information that it has the power to give out in a loving manner. So, for instance, the scripts that it chooses to push are all typically dark, violent, devilish, evil, sick shit. All right? A lot of it has to be that way. That's the way they see it as a money thing. So therefore, they then also cultivate that where it's a dog eat dog, back biting industry culture between agents, between producers and directors and managers and actors, and no one's really like acting ethical, all right? Because why should they? The script material isn't ethical. The whole focus and the whole message is typically not positive, right? Or ethical. It's typically corrupt. And so the business itself has been known to be corrupt, sexually corrupt and financially corrupt. And so therefore, because it doesn't take care of its people, whether it's actors or the audience members' minds, spirits, and souls, it wasn't representing enough love for me to feel like, yeah, I want to keep devoting my life to this craft. of of telling stories that are full of shit and toxicity, and there's no resolve, and there's no like message of light, meaning what we should be telling are the stories of the Bible. Okay, why? Because the stories of the Bible, although they are filled with drama, if you really study the Bible, you'll be like, damn, there's some serious scandalous drama in this Bible book. But there's also a message of resolve and morale and love and light and truth. And there's an end goal, which is the mission for us to go, oh man, God Almighty, forgive me. And you know what? Please welcome me into the gates of heaven. And, let me be better here on earth and then also in death. Let me be better so that when I die, my vibrational frequency of energy, my soul, my consciousness, my spirit perishes into positive, loving, heavenly vibration with Christ. So, yeah, we as people have to hold ourselves accountable to higher levels of love. And this goes for that whole political thing too, okay? Hold both of your candidates. Seems like both of them, there's two, right? I ain't even bother mentioning their names right now. Hold them accountable to higher levels of love. If they're not doing a higher level of love, then scream at them. Because I'm not going over there to scream at them if you want to scream. But they need to be at levels of love that represent true humanity, okay? Truth, where we need to go. Like, it would be no good if I was telling you all this and meanwhile I was abusing my wife and kids. It would be no good, right? I'd be garbage. I have to take care of my wife and kids. I have to kiss her. I have to massage her. I have to make sure she's got everything she needs for the babies. I have to make sure the babies have everything they need. Educational materials. I have to make sure they have diapers. I have to make sure they have wipes and disinfectant and tons of whatever homeopathic medicine remedies in the cabinets. I, as a father, have to do it. Because that is the level of love I am playing at. I'm not playing at the level where they don't have it and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, no. If I got to go out at 2, 3 a.m. in the morning and massage somebody or dance, I do it. Why? Because I'm going to make sure that they got what they need. That's the level of love I'm talking about, right? And the level of love in the entire world needs to rise up to this level of love, because this level I'm at right now ain't even the level that's possible. I know there's a higher level. I'm going to show you it. But the level I'm at right now is still super high. It's just, I know I'm playing at a higher level. All right. I mean, I don't want to be arrogant, but I'm playing at a higher level than most people on planet Earth. And yet it's not even the level possible. There's a level so possible of super high love that I'm like, man, wait until we show you that. Because when that is shown, then you can be like, what the hell were we doing? Exactly. You were doing hell. You were doing hell on earth. I mean, half of earth is doing hell on earth. Let's keep it real. So, hopefully you heard that. It's hilarious. Anyway, oh my God. Anyway, the levels to love. Let's keep going up, people. Up.